Okay, people, thank you so much for joining us this evening. I'm going to try to keep this brief, but give you guys a lot of information. Just want to start with a little bit of my story with Nerium. I've been with the company for almost 2 years now. Started in a way that I didn't expect. I've never been with this industry before. So I was in hospitality before, and I was a spa director for 2 different spas, and I had 9 product lines. And my main thing is that I had a horrible skin. So I had rosacea, I had inflammation. So for me, it was really tough because I ended up being a guinea pig for the spa. Obviously, you can imagine, every time they had a new product coming in, I was the one to try. So from diamond peels to caviar masks and sheep placenta, I've tried it all. And nothing works. And some things actually used to work in the very beginning, and then my rosacea would come back. So it was tough. I ended up becoming best friends with MAC because I used every single foundation they sold. Until a friend of mine who actually approached me with this bottle and just said, try and see, let me know what you think. And that was basically how this whole thing started. And I kind of giggled and I told him, hey, you know my story. You know how many products I've used before. I'm going to try, but please just don't hold me to it. So I tried, and then I took a before picture, and I took a picture after 13 days, and my skin had completely changed. Even my husband noticed it, and he's not a guy who actually notices these things. So basically what I said is, what if this is really the company? So I decided to take a leap of faith. I joined the company. I figured, the max that can happen, I'm losing $1,000, and I write it off and go on with my life. And fast forward, this company has completely changed me. In about 10 months, I earned my Lexus bonus, which for me kind of like just solidified the fact that the company was really real. And then I started helping other people along the way. That's how I got to the bonus. And then I finally got to a point that I'm like, no, this is it. This is it. This is my plan B that now became plan A. So I'm going to share a presentation with you guys. Like I said, I'm going to try to keep it brief, but hopefully give you as much information as possible. So let me just share my screen with you. Can you guys see it okay? Is that okay? Great. Okay, so here it is. I'm starting with the buzz just because people keep asking me, like, I don't read about it, or people don't talk about it. So the main thing is Nerium does not advertise. We don't pay marketing. These companies that you see here, the magazines on the right, are people who are using our products. The editors a lot of the times grab the new products in the market and they test it. And then they write about it. And sometimes, it can be super lucky that they write amazing reviews like it's happened to us. And sometimes you get not so good reviews. So it's great. It's been free advertisement for us. So US Weekly, Cosmopolitan Magazine, and then a Glamour in Mexico, which we're open already. And then Elle in Quebec, which we're also open in Canada. And then on the left-hand side is a magazine that has nothing to do with our industry or beauty or skincare. It's called Inc. 500. And it's a business magazine. So basically what this magazine does is every year it comes out with the 500 fastest growing private companies in the US. And they write about them. And then we are very surprised last year to actually be featured as #1 in consumer products and services. And then we're number 12 overall. So for us, I kind of call us like, the little company that could, because it was surprising, and especially us being in this industry that sometimes can have a negative connotation, to be written up in that magazine. So really put our name in the map. So before people ask me, does that really work? So people see my skin and they can tell that it works, but I'd rather show you than tell you. So here, I'm just gonna go through a few pictures just to show you a little bit. So, and remember, these pictures are not professional. Most of them are taken with a phone. And all the pictures are between 30 and 90 days, the before and after, okay? So you see here the texture. Look at the wrinkles on her forehead. Here, what I love about these pictures, look at the size of the pores. And that's one thing that I really had a lot of problems with as well. Here, left lines, the lips, we don't understand. And I think we don't realize most of the time how much they age because the skin is really sensitive. So I see her lips look great on the second picture. And then same thing, neck, left lines, and then all around the lip area. Here, neck, it's one of the places that is really hard to get a big lift unless you do a whole facelift. So this is 90 days of a lady who's a little bit over 70, and you can imagine how happy she is. Here, African-American lady, she really disliked her pores and the discoloration on her forehead. In the first picture, it just felt like her skin was just unhealthy. And in the second picture, you see how much healthier the skin is. This is our eye serum, our eye cream. And so basically this is discoloration. Look at the puffiness under the eyes, crow's feet and so forth. And here the same thing, not only that, but the darkness under the eyes. And then I see a big difference too in the pores. Here's a lady, 60 something, never wore short sleeves because she was very self-conscious of her arms. So this is her forearm, 90 days, completely changed the texture of her skin. And then this is a lady, actually I'll be very happy with the first picture too, but she had a few kids and she was just unhappy that with all the exercise she was doing, she could not lose the very remainder of the little belly fat. And then you can see how tight her skin is on the second picture. I call this the Brazilian butt lift. You see the sagging, the firmness of the thighs. Here, cellulite, stretch marks. So the cool thing about this is one product that actually addresses all these different issues. Same thing here. This is actually the Brazilian girl. You see the difference in the dimpling on her skin. And a big differential of Nerium and the other companies is the science behind it. So it's not just a formulator that came and I just released another product. A product in the US to actually be considered effective has to work about 3%. And this is far, far, far from what we work. Nerium has a lot better numbers than that. This is based on years of scientific research, medical research as well at MD Anderson in Texas, Houston, Texas. And the nice thing is we have the exclusivity of the patent of these products. So it's not that in 2 years another company is going to come behind us and try to copy it and then we lose the slice of the market. So exclusive ingredients, this is for our American product. Like I said, we're already in the international market. So NAE8 is a patent formula. It's Nerium oleander and aloe vera. Before you get concerned, the oleander that we use is 100% non-toxic. It's been used in Chinese medicine for over 1,000 years. There's about 600 different species of oleander. And of course, we wouldn't use a poisonous one. And the extraction is done out of the leaves and other flowers. So again, scientific and medical research, 10 years of biotech research. The cool thing too is an antioxidant. And not only it targets the visible signs of aging, but also prevents further aging. I don't think there's another product in the market that does the same thing. So this is a company actually in Sausalito, California. And so it's a third-party clinical trial. That's what Nerium really wanted to do. Just to prove to people that it's the results that we're showing you don't come from us. This is a company that has this amazing scanning machine that actually can even capture fracture in microchips, so super, super detailed. So they had to calibrate their machines a few times just because they couldn't believe the results. So as you see, the first bubble here is on the night cream. So 93% of the people actually show amazing results with the night cream, 92% with radiance, so brightness of the skin, and 83% of the people cellulite. So pretty amazing numbers if you compare to the other ones in the American market that are about 3 to 7%. And then, as I said before, the cool thing is instead of you having to use an array of products, right? So you go to one of these companies, they're like, oh, our serum is only $20. Our moisturizer is only $30. And you end up compounding those, you are spending hundreds of dollars because you have to use 8 or 9 different steps. First of all, I don't have that money. And second, it's too much time to get ready. So with us, it's one product. You put it on, go to bed, and you wake up refreshed. So for the night cream, one product, which is our night cream, dries like a mask, which is wonderful. So it targets fine lines, discoloration, uneven skin tone, enlarged pores, sagging of the skin. And then for the body cream, like I said before in the pictures, it helps with make the skin appear smoother, tighter, firmer. And it really helps with love handles, stomach, thighs, upper arms. Some people are bathing in that cream. And then our next product, which is the last one that we released, it's the eye serum. So there's 2 different molecules. One of them actually works right away. And please, just so you know, I know there's other products out there that do the same thing, but our product does not, first of all, does not cause inflammation, which I know other products do. And it doesn't change the pH of your skin. So which means this, it's not that you're going to use like a Cinderella effect, and then after that's done, it goes back and it's worse because your skin is inflamed inside. So this first molecule really helps with the puffiness, fine lines, crow's feet, and so forth. But the second molecule keeps working, so the more you use it, the better. So it's not that you're going to use it and it's going to go back to being worse. And then we have a wellness supplement, which is phenomenal. It's been used by a lot of different NFL players, people with different issues. So it's great for alertness, energy, focus, memory, recall. We have the patent rights of this. It's called EHT, and it really targets cognitive health. So, our brain is aging every day, and it helps you straighten your brain functions. So sleeping better, focusing better, forgetfulness is something that I know bothers a lot of people. I know it did bother me. And the immune system. Since I started taking this, I haven't had one cold when everybody else around me is actually sick. So it's amazing what this does. And as all the other products, every single product that we have with Nerium comes with a 30-day money-back guaranteed. So let's say you use the whole tube, you don't like it, not a problem, give it back. The company gives your money back, no questions asked. In 2 years of me being with the company, I never had a return. And overall, the company has less than 1% return. So we believe in the product so much that we let you know, hey, if you don't like it, not a big deal. And then the other program that we have, and this is for customers and for partners, is called 3-Year Free. So it's a big thing about word of mouth, right? Nowadays, even if you go to Amazon, what product you're going to buy? Probably something that a lot of people reviewed, right? And that's kind of how it works. So you become a customer, you tell your friends about it because you love the product, and then you get your product for free if 3 of your friends decide to use this on a continuous basis. So then you're not even paying for your product anymore. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about the business side of it and how to get involved, why get involved, and so forth. So why Nerium? Why not all these other companies that have been established and been around for so long? So a few things. Our founder is Jeff Olson, and I always tell everybody that a company rises or falls in leadership, right? So Jeff Olson made a name in the market for himself. He wrote a book. It's called The Slight Edge. It has nothing to do with our industry, but it has to do with your everyday life, of you doing simple activities every day and how that can change you. Like going to the gym every day versus you eat a cheeseburger every day, and then on Saturday you go to the gym and you try to burn everything off. It doesn't work that way. But if you go to the gym a little bit every day, it's going to change your life. And then the other thing he created, and he actually funds the Live Happy magazine, which is all about positive psychology. We all need that. And then we have a foundation. It's called the Ripple Foundation. So imagine you doing something good for somebody and that person turning around and doing good for somebody else. That's basically what the Ripple means. Last year, we're the biggest donors to Big Brothers Big Sisters. We surpassed Nike, which is obviously a giant compared to us. And a big thing about this is, for me, it speaks close to my heart. I've been doing nonprofit for a long time. I cook for cancer patients on the side, and my dream is to actually have a nonprofit where I can actually keep doing that, not charge, which I don't charge right now, but in a much bigger scale, so I can touch those people. And then hopefully in return, they're going to touch other ones too. And then why relationship marketing? Because it's something that we do. As I said, it's word of mouth. You buy a pair of boots, you buy a jacket, you go to a good restaurant, you tell your friends. And that's basically how this works. It doesn't feel like you have to sell anything because you're simply sharing something that is working for you. The earning potential is phenomenal, and it's different, right? If you're working for a company, you're never going to make more than your boss because there's a cap. With Nerium, there's no cap. You actually make your income based solely on what you are doing, your activity, and not anybody else, right? You're going to help people. So based on that, you're going to make your money. There's no boss, there's no employees, there's no waking up at a certain time. I usually work from home, so I make my own hours, which is phenomenal. You create leverage, right? So you're building now to really reap in the future. So can you imagine if you start like planting seeds right now, where are you going to be in 5 years? And phenomenal numbers of tax benefits. So just in the US, there's more than 300 tax laws that protect business owners. So just, if you have a W-2, you should have a 1099 because, to help balance out your taxes. And then the other program that we have that I haven't ever seen in other companies is the inventory replacement program. So it's called Nerium Gives Back. So basically, let's say you join us and you decide that, this is something great and you're telling people. Every time you actually bring a customer in, you get a product for free. Every time you bring a partner in, you get product for free. So you ended up with hundreds of dollars a month in free product. It's almost if you had a store and every time you sold a jacket, the company will send you a jacket for free. That doesn't it doesn't happen anywhere else, right? So this is something great that we have, and it helps immensely. And then we try to illustrate how we earn, because a lot of people ask us, but how do you really make money with this thing? So I'm going to try to illustrate, try to keep it simple. So the first thing, as I said, is when you join us, we want to get your product for free. We don't want you to have to pay a lot of overhead, which is one product, but still, why wouldn't we help you, right? So we're going to help you bring 3 people to be your customers, and then you're not paying for your product anymore. Then your next goal is bring 3 people to join your team. You know, start building your tree. I always say that we're the root, and we're actually building a tree. So they are going to be part of it, and then we're going to actually turn around and duplicate the system. And that's the basic part of Nerium, is duplicating a system. We're going to duplicate it, and we're going to help your people do exactly the same thing, because we want to get them promoted, get their bonuses, right? Once we help them do that, and obviously we're here to hold your hand and really be part of that growth, you earn an iPad just by doing that, just by helping those 3 people get their team going. And then we're going to duplicate one more time. We're going to help your 3 people get to the iPad that you just got. And just by doing that, you get to the Lexus bonus. So the numbers, you can compare with any other company, are significantly lower in Nerium than other companies. You really need a bunch of different steps to actually get to a real car bonus. And I've been driving my Lexus. I didn't know how much I would like a Lexus until I got mine. And it's funny, I joke with people saying that I used to work for a big hotel chain for 6 years, and all I got from them was a ride to my car. I really never got anything even similar to this. I got a turkey for Thanksgiving, but that was basically it. So to know that I'm driving a $55,000 car for $13 a month because they are paying the rest, it's pretty amazing. And then we have a new thing too. It's called Nerium Lifestyle Club. Now, all this is, as I said, based on that book, is the small activities that you do. So as long as you follow that and you follow the small activities, it doesn't matter what level you are with the company, you can earn amazing trips and other incentives just by following a super, super simple system. You don't have to do much more, right? And we're here to help with that as well. And then on top of that, we have a Live Better bonus, which starts at $50,000 and goes all the way to $1.5 million. And we have people in our team that earn all of them. So it's real. We see it happening. And what I'm going to do right now is I have a really dear friend of mine who's actually online with us. Her name is Caroline. She's been doing the business with me. And I really want you to hear her story since you've heard mine. So Caroline, are you there? Maybe I can try to catch you there. Okay, people, I'm sorry. Maybe she's not available right now. So I'm just going to go over the rest of the slides. It's just a couple more as far as numbers. So just to compare the first year of Nerium here, first year, 100 million in revenue compared to Google, eBay, and Amazon. And some people giggle about this slide, but if you think the first 5 years of these companies, people didn't know about them. That's why the numbers are so low. So I'm going to just do a simple timeline. So we started in 2012, one product, one country, 100 million in revenue. And people say, oh, that's beginner's luck. So, you know, you're going to fail next year. But then we proved them wrong. So 219 million in the second year, just US, and just one more product, which was the day cream, which is a moisturizer. And then the following year, we grew even more. We opened our international market. We released the body cream. We went to Canada and Mexico. So our international formula is called Optimera, and we blew every single record at 405 million. And in 2015, over $1 billion in cumulative sales. We released our eye cream and our memory formula, right, the EHT, and we actually broke into the Asian market with South Korea. And this year has been absolutely phenomenal. We launched Japan in June. We just launched Australia last month, broke every record there. And this is just the beginning, right? So you can imagine where we're going in the future. So next year, we're opening Colombia in the very beginning of the year. We're opening Europe. So can you imagine the market? So right now in 6 countries, and then starting next year, we're opening 6 countries just next year. So we're duplicating our footprint in 1 year. So to start is super easy. If you decide that you just want to try the product at first, you pick your product or a combination of the products. This is the price of the product. As I said, it's one product with all these different assets right to it. You don't have to use a combination of different products. And then if you are ready to jump in and really be part of our team, you pick your pack, right? So basically it's one pack, it's $4.99, and it gives you almost $900 worth of products. So it gives you 4 bottles of the night cream, 1 of the day, eye serum, body contouring cream, and EHT, which basically means you can try every single product, and then you can sell or give as samples your night creams, which is basically like our main product. And then if you decide, say, hey, you know what, 3 is not enough for me to share with people, you can actually pick a pack and basically upgrade the initial pack, which is, as I said, I started with $1,000 because I really wanted to go a little faster, right? So each of these packs that you see here are $250, so you can choose a combination of different ones. And like I said, you can sell them, and you sell for retail, so you're already in profit mode. So I really hope that I answered your questions today, that this was informative, that you're able to actually catch quite a bit of information. And if you have any questions, please just go back with the person who invited you here today. And we'll hope to see you on the next presentation. Thank you so very much. Bye.
Thank you.